Well, good evening and welcome to Friday Night Blitz's version of the Jamboree. We're live from Hillsboro High School here. Ray Halbrook. I've got none other than Drake Beekman all the way to the far side of me here. I've got the mayor. I got the mayor, Buddy Russell, with us here today as well.
Coach of the city?
Coach of the city, that's right. He's the coach of the city. Mayor Buddy Russell, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well. I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Friday Night Lights is back.
It's back, absolutely. And, you know, it's going to be fun stuff. And I've got some great stuff going on the sidelines here. Mr. Eli down there on the field as well, getting some things rolling. And it won't be long. We're going to have the start of the Jamboree. Basically, kind of how this works is this: 12 plays on offense, 12 plays on defense, and then they change teams. And we're going to stick with Hillsboro since they're the home and the host here. But I wanted to catch up with you real quick, and I'm going to turn this down a little bit because it's in my ears. But you know, you've been such a great mentor to the folks here in the area. Became the mayor here a couple of years ago, and lots of great things going on here at Hillsboro as well. I'm going to give you just like 30 seconds, 45 seconds to talk about how things have been for the last little bit of time here.
I've been mayor for about 6 years, and there's been a lot of things happening as far as new businesses and getting streets and roads done. And
great.
We got big things coming in the future. We've had a rough summer.
Yeah.
Are they going to do the national anthem?
Looks like they're going to do national anthem, so we'll stick aside to that real quick.
Okay.
All right. Always good to have the national anthem for every game, but we're going to let you continue here, Coach. I keep saying Coach. It's Mayor.
It probably pays more. Anyway, we've had a big summer this year. We've gotten a lot of projects done that we need to get done. We had to get our budget worked out for next year, and the big thing is in 1 month's time, we had to have a new police chief, new city administrator, new building inspector, and a new utility clerk.
Holy moly.
That's an easy job, right?
But we got some great people, and we're working together as a team, and it's a pretty exciting future.
Awesome.
We've we work with the school a lot, and some projects coming up, which is going to be huge for Hillsboro as far as our safety crosswalk for the kids out there in 21.
Yeah.
Right turn lane coming into the school and a sidewalk, stuff like that. We partnered with the school.
Very cool. Very cool. We're going to let you talk here while we kind of get things set up, and today's kind of a loose day for us, kind of get back into the swing of things for football. How big is football, Hillsboro?
Oh man, it is unbelievable, especially on the trip to state last year, man.
Yeah. My gosh. Yeah.
Oh, that was something else. It's so important, these Friday Night Lights, what it means not only to Hillsboro but all the other cities around.
Right.
It's so important. It brings the community together.
Yeah.
And we're ready to go. I mean, this is exciting here. We got great weather tonight.
Yeah, we do. We sure do. Well, I'm going to turn it over here to Drake here a little bit, but you can you feel free to be a color analyst for a few minutes here. And
he is a coach, by the way.
I was going to say I am a coach now.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
Coach knows what he's talking about, right? Well, we welcome you into Hillsboro High School as we get the Jamboree underway. Like Ray said, it's all going to be a little bit of loose. Some rosters and names are still kind of getting figured out as we go along. But as you see the first play here, there's Preston Brown with a long, deep throw completed for a touchdown.
Wow.
One play, one touchdown for the Hawks. You would think that they had picked right up off of last season.
The quarterback we have is one heck of an athlete.
Yes, he is.
His athletic ability is unbelievable.
Preston Brown doing it in the air and on the ground as well throughout the season last year. The senior coming in to his final high school year. He's already committed to North Dakota State University to play football for them. He just threw that ball to number 6, Keaton Pipkins, senior as well. That might be a pretty common connection here as the next play is a handoff, and that ball comes out, and it's going to be recovered by, looks like, Confluence. There's a player from both sides fighting for it. It looks like the Titans are going to recover that ball. That handoff was to originally number 37, that is Aiden Rowland, and number 0, Chris Duncan, was trying to fight for it, but was unsuccessful, unfortunately, as the Titans recovered that. But fortunately for the Hawks, since it is the Jamboree, they do keep the ball. Like Ray said earlier, each team is going to have 12 consecutive plays on offense and defense before switching opponents. Next play is another handoff, this time to Duncan. He goes straight up the middle and gains about 8 or 9 yards before being brought down by a group of Titans. The end of August here in Missouri is one of new chapters, you would say. Brand new school year, new classes, new friends. But most importantly, Coach, as I might say, is the start of a new football season here as we're getting underway with the quote-unquote preseason. Next play is Brown. He's going to roll out to his right, looking for a pass. He ends up tucking it and running. He's going to get what would be a first down right at the 25-yard line. Should there be a restart of a drive by a turnover or a score of any kind, that ball is going to get set at the 35-yard line in the attacking half for the offensive team, looking to score some points. It doesn't exactly matter here as it is quote-unquote preseason, but it always feels nice to score more points than your opponent, no matter what the scenario is. Runner in motion, that is number 6, Pipkins. 3 receivers to the left. Looks like a receiver was trying to get sent in motion again. That was Duncan, but there is a flag on the play. Or at the very least a whistle. Not sure for why. Could have been a time clock violation. I don't know how they would be able to get that to work with 2 separate games going on either side of the field, since the 2 time clocks would be synced up. But we're going to assume it was a penalty of some kind. But it looks like the markers on the far side of the field are signaling 1st and 10. So who knows? It is preseason. We're just doing it live.
I like the idea of the coaches out there with them, too, to work with them and, discuss things.
Can never hurt to have too much coaching, right?
No.
Absolutely.
Since you guys made me a coach now.
Exactly. There you go. Receiver in motion. Brown looks to drop back. He's rolling to his right, looking to go back into the middle. That ball is caught. I believe that is number 6, Pipkins again. We'll see that number when he gets up. He's helped up by a couple of Titans. Very good sportsmanship there. That is indeed Keaton Pipkins. Found once on the very first play of the offensive side of the ball here for the Hawks for a touchdown, and then for the second time right there up the middle for a gain of just over 10 yards for another first down at the 15-yard line. Next play, Brown goes under center. He's got 2 running backs behind him, split up. Fakes one handoff, goes to another. That's 37. He gets tackled in the backfield for a loss. That first handoff was a fake to Duncan and then ended up going to Rowland, but not before a member of the Confluence Titans was able to bust through the offensive line and lose about 1.5 yards, 2 yards. Brings up 2nd and 12. Hawks making some substitutions, making sure everyone is on the field that needs to be. Next play, Brown in the shotgun, running back on either side. Fakes the handoff to Duncan. He takes it, pitches off to number 26, who finds the outside, and he's going to gain about 10 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and short. Almost got out of bounds, makes his way inside of the 10, almost to the 5-yard line. Would be 3rd down. That was number 26, Brady Armstrong, Jr. Looks like Brown and some company is going to take the next play off, maybe get a couple of the proverbial second stringers, trying to get a different look and see what some new faces can offer. That is number 2, Aiden Fleming, looks to be under center. Split running backs behind him, one receiver on the outside of each. Ball gets handed off up the middle. That is number 18. Looks like he was going to get a first down and a little bit more. Number 18, Tyson Spillman, sophomore, getting a touch early and getting a first down. The Confluence Titan defense here, they let up a 35-yard touchdown pass by Brown to Pipkins, on the very first play. But since then, they were able to get a quote-unquote fumble recovery, which would have turned into a turnover, but not the case here in the Jamboree. And since then, they've been slowly pushed back by the Hawks here on this third drive. Handoff again up the middle, looking towards the outside, actually, and that is going to be short of the goal line. That is Fleming to number 3, Trey Zimmerly. 2 sophomores connecting there. Bring up second and goal again from about the 3-yard line. See Spillman checks out for this next play. Ball is right smack in the middle of the field, in between the 2 hash marks there. Again, Fleming under center, 2 running backs behind him, with a receiver to each sideline. Handoff, and before Fleming can even hand the ball off, the Titans break through the offensive line and stop the running back before he can even get his feet going. I believe that was number 13, Tyson Sutton, the freshman. Brings up third down from about the same spot. And the defense, as the ball gets backed up to the 35-yard line for the Hawks to try and attempt to score some more points. Not sure exactly on the play number either. Haven't been paying attention to that. We'll see if we can get a little counter or something going, just to make sure we know what play we're on. But the Hawks are still on offense for the moment. Fleming in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Drops back to pass. Pump fakes, and there's another Bass deep ball to Zimmerly on the far side, but that ball is severely overthrown. And it looks like that's going to be the 12th and final play of the offensive side of the ball for Hillsboro. We're going to flip it over, and the Titans will be on offense. The Hawks will take control on defense from the 35-yard line. Hawks, as pretty much anyone from Jefferson County would know, last year made it all the way to the state title game. They got the privilege to go play in Mizzou and Columbia there at Faro Field. They unfortunately lost to Kearney by 40 points in that game to take second place in the Class 4 Missouri High School football, looking to make their way back and put a W in that column rather than a loss this go-round. As the defense takes the field for the first time. First play is a handoff, looking to go up the middle, but he cuts out to the left side, but everyone stops. It appears there's some whistles.
I believe they moved the state championship this year, didn't they, from Columbia?
Oh, I believe so.
Didn't they move that?
That's a good call, Coach.
I believe they had to for some crazy reason. I believe it's over on the Kansas City side, if I remember right.
Somewhere out there.
Mm-hmm.
I've been called a lot of things, but now not coach.
Well, you can say you have
there
been
you go.
tonight.
Yeah,
now.
so I got something new now.
We've deemed you coach.
You can just head on down to the sidelines next week and put on a headset and start giving advice.
I'm sure
they
appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely, right? Next play here for the Titans. I believe this would still be play number 1 as it got stopped prematurely last go-around. Similar formation. We got 3 receivers on the left side, 1 here on the near side with a running back to the left of the quarterback who is in shotgun. Runner in motion, cuts back, but the snap is high.
Right.
That's going to get by everyone. The Hawks would have recovered that and probably had 6 points themselves on defense had this been a legitimate game scenario. Who knows if we're going to count that as a play or not. I thought I heard a couple of whistles. Couldn't tell if it was from the other half of the field or not, but regardless, this will be play number 1 or 2. We'll see what happens. But for the Titans, they are looking to eliminate that fairly quickly, hoping that that's the only time they see that on the first play of the Jamboree for them this season. Confluence went 3-7 last season. They ended up losing to Normandy in the first round of the district tournament. They actually lost both games they played against Normandy last year. I'm sure they're looking to change that fortune and some more. Next play is a screen pass to the far side. There's a wide receiver, makes a couple of moves. He's going to get about 10 yards. Looks like it would be very close, if not a first down. Hawks able to pick that up fairly quickly, not before giving up a first down. Quick little screen pass by the quarterback. And since it is the Jamboree, quote-unquote, week 0, maybe week 1, depending on if you're talking preseason or college rules, we don't exactly have a perfect roster for every single team, so you'll have to bear with us just a little bit as we try and figure out names and numbers and all that. But at the very least, we're watching football. Ain't that right, Coach?
Right.
Next play is a handoff up the middle, and he is met quickly at the line. That is number 12, Landon Gonzalez, sophomore. Finding the hole the offensive line tried to create for the running back, and instead it was Gonzalez himself running through and making a great tackle. Looks like it would be a loss for 1. Bring up 2nd and 11. Confluence Titans getting their call in the huddle from the coach. 2 receivers up top, 1 down low. Quarterback is in shotgun, has a running back to his left. And it looks like pistol formation. Quarterback drops back, quick throw to the near side to number 8, but that ball is a little overthrown. Good defense there as well by number 11, Clayton Brown. Would have been, at the very least, a highly contested ball in the air had it been accurate. Lots of new faces and new positions for the Hawks this year, as they did have quite a few number of seniors graduate. But as Coach Saharsky was talking about with Ray earlier on in the week, there are plenty of athletes here on this team that have been patiently waiting their turn, looking to get an opportunity. So you know all of these kids are coming into this season hungry and looking to prove themselves. Next play for the Titans, 4 wide receivers, 2 on either side of the offensive line. Quarterback in shotgun. Running back to the right. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Rolls out to his left a little bit. Got some pressure on him. The throw downfield is contested, and that is incomplete. There's number 17, Ian Phillips, I believe, the senior for the Hawks. Couldn't quite catch a number there on the Titan receiver.
The September 13th game, the POW-MIA game, that's something that people ought to show up for. I mean,
yes.
That's big in Hillsboro with the POW stuff, the MIAs.
There you go. The Hawks definitely don't have an easy schedule this year. That is for sure.
No.
They're gonna have to do it the hard way if they're gonna make it back to the state title game.
That's how you get better. You
Absolutely.
You play good teams.
100%. See a couple of the Titans here checking out for some substitutions. See number 77 and number 11 for the Titans coming off the field. Coach for the Titans making sure that everyone's on the same page and getting the call right. If there is ever an opportunity or an instance for there to be mistakes made, then no one's really going to get their feelings hurt, it would be now, but obviously you want to eliminate those as quickly as possible. That way they don't become habits. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 at the top of your screen. Quarterback in shotgun, running back to his right. He gets the handoff, number 4, and he is met by a flock of Hawks right at the line. On what would be 4th down, the Hawks would have gotten a turnover right there. But instead, we're going to back the ball up straight back to the 35-yard line. Give the Titans a fresh set of downs and see what happens with this next drive. Defensive line for the Hawks have been pretty solid so far. Been able to get through the offensive linemen for tackles behind the line of scrimmage, at the very least putting pressure on the quarterback should he have the ability to roll out and look for a pass downfield. Hawks looking like they've picked up right where they've left off last season. Fresh set of downs for the Titans at the 35-yard